very surreal. We're very, very lucky to have you this year. Thank you for that. I know we got you for this last section, so we'll try and squeeze in as many questions as possible about great players you've played with. Top of the list, I think it's fair to say, has to be Lionel Messi. I say top list because Ronaldo's on that list as well. But do you think that Messi is the greatest player you've ever played with?
Yeah, for sure. He's the greatest player in the history of the game. So, for sure.
What was he like on a day-to-day basis? He's a good pal of yours, right?
Yeah, the thing with Leo is that when he arrived at the club, he was 13. I was 13 also, so we are the same age, and we played together for 4 or 5 years, I think, in the youth academy. And when he arrived, he was like very small, very thin, like crazy small. And when we saw him first, we said, "Whoa, this guy! I mean, if we touch him, we will destroy him. So be careful." And he started the first training like taking the ball like he does with, I mean, it seems that it's impossible the ball to go out of the foot because he's always there. Impossible to tackle him. And after that day we said, wow, what is this? So he's starting to become like very important in the youth academy, and we share very good time there. Then I left to Manchester United for... First, Cesc Fabregas left because in the same generation, it's incredible, but we had Messi, Cesc Fabregas and myself. So imagine that team playing against, I don't know, teams in Barcelona. I mean, it was 30-0, 35-0. It was boring.
Yeah.
And then Cesc Fabregas...
Sorry, I love the way you said it was boring. For them, it's the end of the world. But...
So Cesc Fabregas left to Arsenal when he was 16. Then I left when I was 17 to Manchester United. Messi stayed. And then I came back when I was 21, and then Cesc Fabregas came back when, I don't know which age, I think it was 24 or 25.
Can I just ask, sorry, I know we've got a question here, but just quickly, you left and Cesc left. Was there ever the chance that Messi would have left to another club?
I don't think so. At that time, Messi was very attached to Barcelona and he really enjoyed playing there. I'm sure there was different interest from a lot of clubs, but I don't think there was a risk of Messi leaving at that time.
Okay. I've always wondered this because in that period there, it was Messi, Ronaldo. Obviously, when he went to Real Madrid for the goals and the awards, did Messi ever pay much attention to what Ronaldo was doing? Like, did he ever run off the pitch after the game? Has Ronaldo scored?
No, it wasn't that type of guy. He was a very team-focused, although he was getting all the, first page in all the newspapers and radios, etc., and TV. At the end of the day, he was very close with all of us, and he was just focused on winning titles like Champions League, and these kind of things. At the end of the day, because he was the best then, he was winning the Ballon d'Or, but it wasn't something that he was a priority for him.
Of course.
You played for a brief time with Ronaldo as well.
Yeah, I played in Manchester United 3 years with Ronaldo.
What could you see that he had the talent that you saw in Messi at that age?
The thing of Ronaldo is that he had a career. He started as a winger at Manchester United, that he was very skillful. But then when he arrived to Madrid, he started to become like a goal scorer, like crazy, like a 9, like a pure 9. And he developed his game to that style of game. And at Manchester United, when I was playing with him, he loved to do tricks and it was very skillful. But he changed when he arrived to Real Madrid, and I assume that he realized that at the end of the day, if you want to be the best, you have to score a lot of goals. And he said, listen, I really like to be a right wing and do skills, but what I really want to do is scoring goals. And then he started to play as 9 in Real Madrid, and he changed the way he plays. But I remember he was very young in Manchester United when I played with him. He wasn't speaking English at that time, so he speak Portuguese, which is similar to Spanish, and this is why we became like very close. And I had so much fun at the time with Cristiano.
Oh, Fernando Torres. I'm throwing that name, Fernando. I was throwing that name, Fernando Torres.
Fernando Torres was another guy that I think that he was the guy that had less style as a Spanish. You know, when we were in the national team, all of them is like short passes, like no one loses a ball. Fernando was very different. He was a lot of pace. He was very strong. He scored a lot of goals. And we need him a lot. I mean, in fact, on 2008, the final of the Euros, he scored the goal against Germany. Also, 2012 in the final, I think against Italy, he scored another goal. And I think that in Liverpool is when he really became like a top goal scorer in the Premier League.
I'm going to let you go in 2 seconds before I do my last question to you. It has to be about someone that we think's a superstar in the making, if not already, who's smashing it in Spain, Jude Bellingham. How great a player do you rate him now, and how far can he go in the game, do you think?
I think he has an incredible potential. He has shown in Madrid in just 6 months that he can be one of the best. He already shown that at Borussia Dortmund and at a very early age. But arriving to Madrid, knowing how difficult it is to adapt to Spanish culture and to Real Madrid, the pressure that you have becoming a player at that club, the first 6 months that he had was just incredible. Now he has to bring this to the English squad for the national team because, of course, he's become, I would say, the reference in the English team. But he has a great potential. He's still very, very young.
Okay. Is he England's most important player, do you think, in the Euros?
I think so.
Okay. More so than Harry Kane?
Yeah, because Jude gives you more than just goals. He can a lot of stamina, a lot of last passes, goals also. And Harry, it's true that you need a striker like him to win titles.
Yeah.
But Jude can give you, in the overall, he can bring you more things.
Thank you so much for coming in. Will you promise me something before you go?
Yeah, for
now
sure.
that we are Instagram pals, if you need anything from me, just DM me.
Okay.
All right, just
I'll
slide in there.
When I want to come back again here, I'll text you. Okay?
You promise me. We would be honoured. We would. And we have been for the last hour. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
You.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.